Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is me, Atiq Ahmed. Today we are going to study the topic osmoregulation in terrestrial animals. We already started the broad topic osmoregulation in animals of different environments. We have already studied the two parts of this broad topic: osmoregulation in freshwater animals and osmoregulation in marine animals. We have studied those two parts. Today we will study the third part of that broad topic, that is osmoregulation in terrestrial animals. Now, terrestrial animals have the major problem of evaporation because they live in such an environment that there is no water around, and the conditions are warm. The environment, the climatic conditions are warm, so they have the major problem of evaporation of water from their bodies, which ultimately lead to dehydration. So the land animals basically they have certain adaptation to anticipate, to counter this problem. The most successful invertebrate animals among the land animals, those are arthropods, because arthropods have chitinous exoskeleton. The exoskeleton means the external skeleton, which is made of chitin. Now, chitin is a fibrous complex polysaccharide which is hard and through which the water cannot pass. So water cannot be evaporated through this chitinous exoskeleton. So the arthropod groups, which consist of various insects, and this is the largest phylum of the animals, because 75% of the world animals consist of arthropods. So they have this major adaptation, that is the chitinous exoskeleton, which prevent the loss of water from the body. Among the vertebrates, reptiles, birds and mammals are successful, and the reason of their success is that they have dead keratinized skin. Dead keratinized skin is made of dead keratin. Now, the upper layer of the skin, the epidermis, it contains dead keratinized cells. These dead keratinized cells have large amount of keratin protein, and these cells have lost the ability of division, so they are called dead cells. So these dead cells have large amount of accumulated keratin, and keratin protein cover the major area of the skin, which helps in the reduction of evaporation. Though some small pores are present throughout the skin, which are used for maintaining the body temperature normal through the process of sweating, but majority of the skins of these animals, reptile, birds and mammals, that is made of dead keratin. So that dead keratin prevent the loss of water from the body. Now, the desert mammals, they are very much resistant to dehydration due to special metabolic and behavior adaptations, which is called anhydrobiosis. Now, what is anhydrobiosis? Anhydrobiosis is basically a Greek word which means life without water. So in this process, anhydrobiosis, the animals become dormant, inactive. They reduce their physical activities and they become, you can say, inactive. Now what they do, what behavioral adaptation they have and what metabolic adaptations they have. So among the behavioral adaptation, they have one of the adaptation that they stay hidden during the daytime. So during the daytime the sunlight is there, so there are chances of evaporation. That's why they protect themselves from evaporation during the daytime, and they stay inside their holes. They stay hidden throughout the daytime to prevent the loss of water. But during the night time they emerge and they perform their life activities. These animals are also known as nocturnal animals. So they are very much active during the night time, and at the daytime they stay hidden. Now, what are the metabolic adaptations they have? They basically utilize carbohydrate and produce water as a result of metabolism. These animals eat the seeds of the desert plants. Now, seeds contain large amount of carbohydrates. That carbohydrates are stored by the seeds, by the plants, for the development of the embryo, because the seeds contain embryo. But the animals use that carbohydrates of desert plant seeds to produce water for themselves as well as for the production of energy. Now, normally what happens during the normal respiration process, you people have studied that whenever glucose is broken down, so C6H12O6 plus 6O2 oxygen is combined with the glucose. As a result, 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy is released. So that energy is basically utilized for various life activities, and in this process the water is produced. That water is basically utilized by these desert animals for various life activities. Around 90% of their water requirements are fulfilled by this metabolic water, which is produced as a byproduct in the process of respiration, in the process of oxidation of carbohydrates. Now they use the plant seeds. The plant seeds contain large carbohydrates. Those large carbohydrates are first converted into sugar and then they are broken down. As a result, water is produced, which is used for various life activities. This is all about today's lecture. Inshallah, next time we will meet with another lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.